So in this video I'm going to show you the basics of how to start your embroidery sampler and how to thread a needle and start off your sewing. So we're starting with our piece of calico and you've put your name in pencil in the top and drawn a series of straight lines using a ruler. Now ideally, can you see these ones are a bit darker and these ones are lighter. Ideally you don't want them to be too dark. Now we've taken our stranded thread and divided it up so that we have, I don't know if you can see that, so that we have two of the strands. Now there's two ways you can thread your needle. You could lick it to bring the ends together and then thread the needle through the eye of, thread through the eye of the needle and pull it through. Or the other way that I prefer to do it is to fold the thread in half and squeeze it between your fingers. I should have used a more contrasting colour against my fingers. And then you can slide the eye over the thread. You see what I've done? And pull it through. Now you want to have a reasonable length tail. You don't want to be sewing with the whole length of your thread because it's quite long initially. So pull your tail down so that it's closer to the end. Now we're going to tie a simple knot in the end. Ideally with embroidery you sew in the end at the back to make it neat, but as you're just starting we'll do a knot to make it more secure. Don't pull it super tight because you don't want the knot to be really small. Okay, you want it to stay so it catches on the fabric. Now you bring your needle behind your fabric and you're starting on the line and you're going to sew along the line. Pull your needle through until that knot catches, and the first one is running stitch, so you leave a small amount for the stitch, pull it through, and then coming along the line you want to leave a gap that's the same as the length of the stitch. Pull it through again. And keep going like that. Now you need to be careful because you don't want, if I pull this down a bit, you don't want your tail to get too close to the end, because what's going to happen is that's going to start sewing in and you're going to end up sewing with 4 strands instead of 2. So every so often when your tail gets close to the fabric you need to pull it so you've got a length in between the tail and where you're sewing. So when you get to the end of your row and you want to tie it off, you want to make sure that your thread and your needle are at the back. Then you want to do a simple knot, so you do a loop, cross it over, come through, bring the thread through the hole, so you've got a basic knot. Now a little trick, because you want that knot to become tight right down against the fabric, is if you put your needle through the hole and hold your needle down against the fabric and then pull, it will make the needle nice and tight up against the fabric like that. So that, and then you can leave a little tail and cut it off, and you're ready to do a new knot and start the next lot of sewing.